knew you since I was a child, teens, 20s, 30s, and here I am in the late 40s, and you know, you're still here. And if somebody been in your family for 30, 40 years, you know, they not a friend any longer, you know, they family.
I never know why, but in law school I told a classmate that, and she kind of scrunched up her face and turned away sideways and said, "Do you still let your mom cut your hair?" Growing up with Mom, I was thinking back to kind of how it impacted my life, and certain days of the week are still the way they are because growing up with Mom, the best part forever.
I'm going to tell you a story, two stories. One story about Nile and Cheryl. I came to visit Cheryl one time, and Richie called her. And his question to me was, have they had an argument yet? Because they never get together more than 5 minutes without having some kind of argument. One will say green, one will say orange, and it doesn't matter.
When the news was out, I heard you say something that I never heard before. You said the name was Cheryl, and there's a space that I left because I didn't remember the letter that you called. Something is. Cheryl Lynn. Okay. Yeah, I hadn't heard Cheryl Lynn in 32 years. That was my first time hearing Cheryl.
I remember every time I would look up, she would know something. I mean, it would be like somebody saw you on a motorcycle, you know, helmet on. Jump in. And when I did meet her, I'm pretty sure it was at one of my best friend Dee Dee White's house, because Dee Dee and Cheryl were the best of friends. And that's how I met Cheryl coming next door, and we became real good friends. And you just don't know how many lonely they are, how they need someone to talk to. And just for those 20 or 30 minutes that they're in your chair, and it's something about rubbing on somebody's head, they just start talking and relaxing, and before you know it, they are sharing everything with you.
That's really the kind of person she is, that, you know, you're really love you, loyal, dedicated, you know, you're like my other son, so no, you're running, and that's it. That's, nobody else needs to have anything else that you're competing for, that kind of thing. So, you know, that always meant a lot to me.
I want to say, Cheryl, we've been like thick and thin, and we always have been close. We've been Nyla, Uncle Ward, Aunt Betty. We've been all the way back down to the flick around and then back all over again.
I'm just so grateful to have you get the credit and deserve that you have for your passion. So with that said, I'm going to pass it over to our guest of honor. Please welcome Cheryl Hayes.
You made me laugh. You gave me a reason to come to work every day. Now after 59 years of standing behind the chair, it's time to hang the clippers up. I'm looking forward to sleeping in, spending more time with my family, and traveling. To my loyal customers, my incredible family, everyone who supported me, thank you from the bottom of my heart for all the love you showed me and the positive energy. God bless you all. Thank you.
Thank you.
Put your hands together for Miss Cheryl.